In a momentous meeting, His Holiness the Dalai Lama has graciously accepted an invitation to visit Ladakh in October 2025. His Holiness made this announcement after meeting with a delegation from Ladakh at his residence in Dharamshala. Led by Thikse Rinpoche, president of the Ladakh Buddhist Association, the delegation engaged in meaningful discussions regarding the spiritual and cultural matters of the region. This visit promises to be another significant chapter in the Dalai Lama's enduring relationship with Ladakh, a region celebrated for its rich Buddhist traditions. Renowned climate activist Sonam Wangchuk and a group of Ladakh protesters are set to begin an indefinite fast starting tomorrow. This follows a month-long Delhi Chalo Padyatra march from Leh, demanding statehood for Ladakh and its inclusion in the sixth schedule of the constitution. Despite assurances of a meeting with the president, prime minister, or home minister, the group has yet to receive a response from the government. Wangchuk, along with Ladakh MP Mohammad Hanifa and others, has requested a protest site at Jantar Mantar but awaits confirmation. The protesters were recently detained and released after a peaceful demonstration at Rajghat. Wangchuk appeals for support from political parties and the public. In Ladakh today, a significant step towards technological advancement was taken as the Ladakh State Data Center was inaugurated in Leh by Dr. Pawan Kotwal, advisor to the Lieutenant Governor, alongside Principal Secretary of IT, Sanjeev Khirwar. The newly launched center is designed to enhance Ladakh's IT capabilities, offering secure infrastructure for e-governance applications and improving administrative efficiency. Dr. Kotwal, the state of the art facility, urging optimal use and proper staffing to ensure smooth operations. The center features cutting edge technology, including hyper converged infrastructure, providing high security, scalability, and reduced dependency on external states, making Ladakh more self reliant in managing its IT needs. Big changes are coming to the education system in Ladakh. The Directorate of School Education has announced a major shift in the academic calendar for all schools, bringing them in line with the national schedule. Traditionally, Ladakh followed a unique academic year from November to October, often causing issues for students moving outside the region. Starting next year, annual exams for most classes will be held in November and the new school year will begin in January. This move aims to smooth transitions for students entering higher education across India. Alongside this, a new student registration system, a PAR ID, will also be introduced to streamline administrative processes. These reforms are expected to bring long term benefits to Ladakh students. Indian Air Force Chief Air Marshal Amarpreet Singh today revealed that China is rapidly building infrastructure along the line of actual control. Speaking ahead of Air Force Day, Singh assured that India is also accelerating its own infrastructure development in this area. His remarks come just weeks after both nations reportedly made progress in easing tensions along the eastern Ladakh border. Although troops remain on high alert, they are avoiding confrontation as they work toward a resolution. Meanwhile, India is considering raising additional forces in the region. This update follows External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar's recent statement that 75% of disengagement issues with China have been resolved, but concerns about militarization remain. In a groundbreaking development, Dronacharya Aerial Innovations has set a new record with its first person view drones reaching an altitude of over 17,000 feet in Ladakh, one of the highest ever recorded in the region. These drones, designed for military use, were tested at Warila, achieving a top speed of 129 kilometers per hour and covering a range of over 6 kilometers, far exceeding army requirements. This achievement underscores Dronacharya's commitment to advancing drone technology for the Indian Armed Forces. Inducted into the Army in April 2024, these drones are now being deployed in high altitude operations, showcasing their potential for security and counter-insurgency missions. Stay tuned for more details on this incredible accomplishment.